I guess it's mystery. It's the closest opera gets to murder mystery.
It can be a psychological study of a woman coming apart, put under a really stressful set of circumstances, or you can also see it as a cracking good ghost story.
The story is based on the Henry James, and the music is a set of variations. So it's an opera which is, as it unfolds, presents a variation on each musical idea. It's being conducted by the world's leading Benjamin Britten authority, a guy called Paul Kildare. He knows more about Benjamin Britten than Benjamin Britten.
I'm playing the governess who arrives at Bly, where the opera is set, to meet the children that she'll be looking after and teaching. She arrives at the house and, you know, is so eager to meet the children and do a good job. Throughout the night, some things happen. The ghost elements of the story emerge, and people have had different ideas about if the ghosts are real, who's really seeing them, who's conjured them up if they are conjured up.
It's a very psychological piece, and the design is very much based on the governess's state of mind.
It's a mind in turmoil and chaos, and we want the production to reflect that.
It's very, very stylised. We wanted a space that would go from naturalism into more supernatural or psychological realm. There's enough there in the walls and the ceiling, and I guess the constraints of the space that we've made that can represent Bly the house, or could represent being trapped in limbo or being trapped within your own thoughts.
We wanted to look at the world as she would look at it, so the world changes according to her psychological state.
The main story of Turn of the Screw we've set in Victorian times, so it is in fact one of the most constrained and corseted times in history. It's a juxtaposition between the feminine and the constrained, which we think speaks to the psychology of the piece. It's a very monochromatic piece, but looking at all shades through from white to black.
Of what first happened when I was left alone, I had no subsequent memory. I only knew that at the end of, I suppose, a quarter of an hour, an odorous dampness and roughness, chilling and piercing my trouble, had made me understand that I must have thrown myself on my face to the ground and given way to a wildness of grief.
I think it's a provocative piece because it asks questions about these strange, seductive, unknowable children and what may or may not have happened to them.
You can expect to leave with some questions, I think. It'd be a good one to hear people talking about on the tram on the way home. I bet there'd be different accounts.